Welcome to Business 137, Principles of Management. My name is Theis-Pesko, and I'm your instructor this semester. I just wanted to take a few minutes to go over what's expected of you this semester and kind of how I've laid things out. As you can see, this is going to be pretty similar to your screen that you can view as well. We have our course description here, outcomes, and our syllabus. Now remember, your syllabus is almost like your Bible of the course, so make sure that you review this closely before taking the syllabus quiz. A few things I'd like to outline in the syllabus, or identify for you I should say, is one, we're an online class. That doesn't mean that all your learning has to be done remotely. I do have office hours, so please come and visit me. Use these office hours, and if those times aren't good for you, let me know. I can definitely stay later on Thursdays if you work during the day, and we can go over any issues that you're having. Your textbook is Management 8. It's the 8th edition. Make sure you have the correct edition by 4-letter press. You can find that in the bookstore. If you're having difficulty locating a copy in the bookstore, again, let me know so we can get you lined up with something. You'll need to have an internet connection. You also need to have speakers so you can listen to my lovely voice all semester long, and a headphone jack or headphones if you don't have speakers. Some of the things I wanted to highlight. When you're done reading the syllabus, you need to take the syllabus quiz no later than September 3rd. It's important that you take that quiz so that we have your attendance verified. If you don't take the quiz by September 3rd, unfortunately I have to drop you. I don't have a choice. I'm not a big fan of late work, so please read this carefully. I do drop your lowest homework and discussion board. I'm sorry, you don't have homework in this class. Your lowest quiz and discussion forum score to kind of help accommodate both legitimate and not legitimate excuses. But please talk to me if you're having health issues and are in the hospital. I need to know those, so please, give me a little heads up, know what's going on. Evaluation and grading. This is something that students always want to know about. We have quizzes each chapter. There are 21 chapters in Moodle. Remember, I dropped the lowest one, so you'll have 20 quizzes factored into your final grade. You have a midterm exam that's going to cover roughly the first half of the course. It's the first 7 modules. The final exam will cover the second half, meaning it's not cumulative. Your big emphasis should be on your final project, and we have a series of mini deadlines to help make sure that you're meeting the final project, the right type of quality and not getting behind. So that's definitely something, if you're feeling overwhelmed with, I want you in my office, and come on in and visit and let's go over it and make sure you know what you're supposed to be doing. And then we have discussion boards, which I'm sure you've participated in before. Each week we have a topic. You post your initial post, and then you need to comment on at least 2 peers. I do have a specific grading rubric for the discussion board. It's in the top part of Moodle. This is how we have the points allocated this semester. So take a look at that. Obviously, missing any of these components is going to be detrimental to your grade. The course schedule kind of lays out. Sometimes we have more than one chapter, and sometimes we just have one chapter. Kind of depends on what the topics are. Things are always due on Wednesdays, with the exception of this day. It's around the Thanksgiving holiday, so your module is due on Tuesday. And here's that discussion board etiquette and grading rubric that I just referred to. So take a close look at that. This is your final project. We have some mini deadlines starting in this. I think I might have just even earlier in the video said they started in November, but they actually start in September. Please take a close look at these. They kind of tie with whatever we are learning in the book at the time. So you will pretty much, I think it's kind of fun. You have to choose an organization. It could be a local organization, or it could be a well-known business, an Amazon, a Walmart, someplace like that. I think that you may find the project easier to select a large or well-known organization, but you don't have to. If you really have your heart set on something smaller, maybe someplace that you hope to work that's local, then you're more than welcome to do that. You might need to see me so we can modify some of the assignment to make it work. You might not be able to find all of the information online, for example. But I definitely want you to pick a company that is relevant or of interest to you. So that's your first part of the project that's due so early. But then once you've picked your company, you're going to go through some of the things that we're learning this semester, and you're going to apply it to your company. And you're going to submit each of these sections by a certain deadline. I will pre-grade them. They have point allocations here. The name of your organization is due the 16th, and your big first chunk is due the September 30th. I'll pre-grade them and let you know what your grade is, but if you don't like your grade, you have until the final project due date to revise your work. And then you can submit your revised project by December 9th, and I will regrade it and increase your points if you were lacking something. We'll have some more time to go over that, and I will spend some time going over that in a couple weeks, but please make sure you at least know what's coming. You'll need to complete your syllabus quiz until you have access to the rest of the course. This is your schedule. It's the same one that's in your syllabus, but I would print it and display it prominently so you can refer to it. Announcements, I generally post about once a week. It's your responsibility to make sure you check Monday through Friday for any sort of announcements that may have come from me. And the Coffee House Help Forum is a little bit more for you guys to share ideas between yourself. This is our first module. There's 2 chapters, Management and the History of Management. And we have 2 discussion forums this module. Typically we only have 1, but we have an introduction forum, which I've already posted my introduction, and then discussion for module 1 that you'll post here. Remember how I said you had to have a quiz for each chapter? Since we're covering 2 chapters in the first module, that means you have 2 quizzes. So use your time appropriately for that. Anytime I put a lecture up here, it's required unless I put in parentheses to the right that it's optional. If it doesn't say optional, it means you need to watch the lecture. It either enhances topics discussed in the PowerPoint or in the chapter, or it's something that you're going to be held accountable for later on in quizzes. And so on and so forth. You go on through Module 2. I don't have anything past Module 2 right now, but I will. I hope you guys have a great semester, and be sure to let me know if you have any questions. Come by, see me in the office, or give me a phone call, or send me an email. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great year.